E.N.D here. Avatar Aang is the main protagonist of Avatar The Last Airbender, the last surviving airbender and a monk of the Southern Air Temple. Aang became the youngest airbending master in history. But more than that, he is the Avatar, the human incarnation of the spirit of light and peace, destined to wield all four elements: water, earth, fire, and air. By now, many of you already know Avatar The Last Airbender is coming to Magic, and we have already had a glimpse of his card, Avatar Aang, Aang Master of Elements. It's a design that beautifully captures his journey and command over the four elements, a perfect blend of flavor and function. Avatar Aang lets you draw a card each time you bend one of the four elements, a new game action that hasn't been fully explained as at the recording of this video. But if you manage to bend all four elements in a single turn, Aang transforms into Aang Master of Elements, and that's where things get really interesting. In his final form, Aang features a strong static ability. Your spells cost 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green less to cast. We've seen similar effects before on cards like Bard Class and Morphon the Boundless, but those reductions typically only apply to colored mana symbols, not generic costs. For example, casting Brute Sliver, a 4 and 1 green creature with Morphon would still cost you the 4 generic mana, but with Aang's ability, it's free. Aang Master of Elements operates a bit differently. It reduces not only colored mana cost but also generic mana. That means a card like Sliver Brute, which costs 4 generic mana and 1 green mana, becomes totally free to cast while Aang Master of Elements is on the battlefield. In fact, any spell costing 5 or less, so long as it doesn't require more than 1 of any specific color mana, can be cast for 0 mana. This opens up a staggering array of possibilities, from explosive combo turns to free tempo swings, and even sets the stage for infinite combo potential with the right pieces in place. But how to play Avatar Aang, Aang Master of Elements? Let's build our battlefield and let's cast Avatar Aang. Avatar Aang for 1 red, 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue. 4/4. Flying, firebending too. Whenever you waterbend, earthbend, firebend, or airbend, draw a card. Then, if you've done all 4 this turn, transform it. Avatar Aang, it's a normal creature. Therefore, when casted, it will go in the stack. There can be a counter, there can be a response, nothing happens, and it will hit the battlefield. If you manage to waterbend, earthbend, firebend, and airbend in the same turn, you will transform Avatar Aang into Aang Master of Elements. While Aang Master of Elements is on the battlefield, spells you cast cost 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green less to cast. This means that spells like Elesh Norn, which cost 4 and 1 white, can be casted for free. Also, Xenagos, God of Revels, which costs 3, 1 red and 1 green, can be cast for free. Yarok the Desecrated, which costs 2, 1 black, 1 green and 1 blue, can also be cast for free. Omnath Locus of Creation, which costs 1 red, 1 green, 1 white and 1 blue, also can be cast for free. Nismizit Reborn, which costs 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red and 1 green, can also be cast for free. Timeless Lotus, which costs 5 generic mana, can be also cast for free. The legendary Dragon Tiamat, which costs 2 generic mana, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red and 1 green, cannot be casted for free because it's a 7 mana, but for just 2 generic mana it will hit the battlefield. Terror of the Peaks. Terror of the Peaks costs 3 generic mana and 2 red mana. Terror of the Peaks cannot be cast for free, but for just 1 red mana it will hit the battlefield. Last but not least, buyback, one of the best applications of Avatar Aang. Aang, Master of Element discount is looping buyback spells. Buyback is a bit of a forgotten mechanic, used mainly back in Tempest. It's an extra cost on spells that returns them to your hand on resolution if paid, theoretically letting you reuse them forever. While buyback is an additional cost, it's still affected by Aang discount. This means that any buyback spell that fits the criteria, total mana value 5 or less, no double color mana, can be cast infinitely with Aang on the board. For example, if I cast Searing Touch and 1 red, instant, buyback 4, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. If I cast Searing Touch with buyback 4 generic mana and 1 red, it will deal 1 damage to target creature or player, and that will bounce back in my hand. And I can repeat this indefinitely until my opponents are dead. So that's how you play Avatar Aang, Aang Master of Elements. I'm sure there will be a lot of crazy combo. Leave me a comment below. Are you excited for Avatar The Last Airbender hitting Magic? And as always, subscription button says subscribe for my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world. Liliana.